Welcome to Learning Bites, short bites of information you can apply immediately. We're discovering and discussing and exploring the topic of flow. We've looked at it from a mindset perspective, from a marketing perspective, from a team perspective, and today I want to discover and explore how you use flow in a sales space. For me personally, I really love the concept that when you go to sell, the best sales tips is not to sell. What you actually focus on doing is serving the customer, helping them get what they want. Now, how that works in the space of flow is that if I was to pick you up, let's say you see a client and if you like, they're hitchhiking, they've got a sign that says, I want to get to X destination, and that destination is, a product or a service or a deliverable. And you say, great, come along, sit in my passenger seat. Now, we want that journey to be so comfortable for the customer that if you like, they can fall asleep. Have you ever driven in a car with somebody who you're so comfortable with their competency and capability at driving that you feel relaxed enough to sleep? Does your customer feel like that, or is it a bit like you when you're in the car teaching a kid to drive and the last thing you think about doing is falling asleep? It's like you're watching every single step. There's no relaxing. There's no degree of comfort. We're always on edge. In a well-refined sales process, it flows. The customer feels that it's natural. We naturally go on to the next step, and we naturally go into the next step from there. And there's a feedback loop that's happening all of the time. We're explaining to the customer, we're setting the expectation. This is what's going to happen, right? This is what's happening. Now remember, we said that's what's going to happen. This is what's happened. This is where we're going. And the customer feels like you're in complete control while they're still in control. One of those lovely things, once again, a car illustration. In rally cars, you've got a driver and a navigator. Now, who's controlling the car? Obviously, the driver. They've got the steering wheel. But who's really controlling the car? Well, the navigator says go left, go right, whatever the case may be. In your sales process, is there a flow? Do you understand the journey you take your customers on? Does your sales process yield great results? If you've got 100 leads at the top of your sales funnel, do you know how long it's going to take, the steps you're going to go through, what your conversion ratio is at each step, and ultimately what your figure is, what's your number? That lovely thing, 100 leads give me 80 sales, or does it give you 30 sales or 20 sales? And if so, where can you tweak and change it? What part of your process isn't quite right? Are you putting too much in the top that's not highly qualified? If so, speak to your marketing department. Are you not a capable and competent driver? If so, get more training. Work with people who know better. Remember, your job in sales is to create a seamless, flowing process that lets the customer feel comfortable. Create that and you will create marvelous sales. Here's to your success.